Hey there, my name's Hugs. I'm a 3D artist slash animator who started streaming on Kick about 6 months ago. I've never streamed on any other platform before. This is my first time really giving it a go at streaming in general. I originally had some outside projects, some freelance work, but as time went on and those projects sort of dwindled down a little bit, I moved to Kick to hopefully show off more of my work and help build a community around the stuff that I make. I'm also a stream team member for LS slash LurkerSquad, and I hope to be on there as long as I can and be a part of that team. My go to comfort food, this is going to sound like a weird opinion, and I know nobody else is going to say this, but I actually don't have a comfort food. I know it's crazy, and some people are gonna think it's a little weird that I'm saying this, but I actually would prefer if we didn't have to eat or drink anything. That is just because if you really think about the amount of time and money spent on eating and drinking and trying to do that to survive, there's so much money and time spent that I feel like it'd be awesome if we could just not have to do that and we could just enjoy more of life and just be happy with life in general without the struggle of trying to survive that way. I think it'd be a lot more fun. My top three games would definitely be Shadow of Colossus. Will always be my first and top game forever. And it first started out on the PS2, got ported over to PS3, then ported over to PS4, and I actually have a PC port for it as well that I've been getting into recently. And I will always replay that game over and over. It has a great style for art, it has great music inside the game, and it's an overall good story of just boss fighting to save someone that the character loves. I think it's a lot of fun, and the game was great for its time, and it still is fun to me to play. My second favorite game would be Diamond and Pearl for Pokemon. I love the entire Pokemon series, but Diamond and Pearl always stood out to me the most. I love those games so much. Something about being able to play on my DS and going down into the caves where you can mine ores to like keep for yourself and just tapping and like kind of cleaning them off and all that, and being able to sell them or use them for things was just so fun to me and such a unique thing that they did. They don't do that anymore, and I wish they brought stuff like that back because that was a great time. Especially just the legendaries always stood out to me, Palkia and Dialga or Dialga, however it's pronounced. But I've always loved those specific legendaries and the overall design of the game and story of the game. My third one would definitely be Dave the Diver, which is a newer one that really stuck out to me. Dave the Diver was a lot of fun. It was a 2D and 3D game mixed together, and it came out amazing for the idea of the game. And it's more of a fishing type game where you go and catch a bunch of fish, but like you're under the water catching them. But there's such an amazing story, and the story continues every time you think you're done with a mission. Another one just pops up and keeps you going and keeps you active in it. It's the first game I ever actually got all of the achievements on Steam and got a perfectionist on it and wanted to fully get every achievement that I could. I loved the game, and I would definitely play it again if I wanted to and wanted to restart it. I've even thought about streaming it again. It's the first game I ever streamed on Kick when I first started out here while doing my artwork, which I think is awesome. Um, LS has done amazing things for me in general. They have shown so much support. One of the first people I ever met on Kick was Denny from the LS team. He was one of the first people I ever hosted. We got to talking after I hosted him, found out that I was a 3D artist. I showed him some of my work. We were having a great time, and we actually ended up collabing on a really amazing piece. It took me like a month to finish, and we worked together on it. It was a Mount Rushmore piece, but instead of Mount Rushmore having the normal presidents' faces, it had bigger names in Kick on their face, like their faces on the actual mountain, which I thought was awesome. It took a lot of time to get the faces right and then matching them up to the mountain. And then Denny took over from there, but it was a fully 3D model. I still have the model. It's on my X. It was awesome to get done. And that was the first time I ever collabed. And Denny showed me support before anybody else, and I will always appreciate him for that. And through Denny, I actually met Fluff and Captain Cool Whip next, who were awesome. They're never afraid to be themselves, and they don't care what others think. They just love doing what they're doing, and they were showing me all kinds of love from the beginning as well. And then from there, I met Greg and the rest of the crew, and everybody has shown me support and shown me that Kick's not just a every man for himself platform. They've shown me that people can work together. Even outside of LS, we've helped people, and people have helped us. And just in general, it's just been such a supportive place and felt like an actual comforting area that I could be at and have fun streaming and just enjoy myself and not have to worry about competing with other people. It felt like a really strong experience and something that I would love to continue being a part of. If I had any wisdom for new streamers, it would be to just have fun. You know, honestly, just do what you want to do and don't think about what others are going to be thinking about you. Don't worry about judgment. Don't worry about what's this person going to think about my streams, or am I going to get enough viewers. It all comes with time no matter what. As long as you're being genuine, you're being you, you're having fun, people will enjoy that aspect. You don't have to go trying to be perfect. You don't have to go trying to find the biggest new content thing that's going to get a ton of people on your stream. Like, there's audiences for everything, and people enjoy what you do in general. You don't have to go trying so hard. Just have fun with it. Don't think of it as your next cash grab or like your next opportunity to like blow up or something. Like, it'll come as you just enjoy yourself. My community came as, you know, as I went on, meeting more artists in the community, meeting more just streamers in general as I went on. And that's how I met LS. They were great. They were amazing people, and I wouldn't have met them if it wasn't for just being myself and just trying to reach out there and doing what I can for Kick in general, supporting each other, just doing what we can. And I've probably going to leave off by saying you should not be afraid of showing your mistakes. One of the biggest things I did, especially as a Kick artist, was I would learn how to do something before doing it on Kick or stream or any of that. And I would always try to hide my mistakes. And you shouldn't do that. We're all learning. No matter what, you're always consistently learning. And I actually have viewers that prefer to see me learning and seeing me figuring out how to do things, because it just shows that you're human. It shows that people love what you love what you do and want to see you grow. And you should show that on stream. Never be afraid to show your mistakes. Never be afraid to see you messing up a little bit on stream and trying to figure things out. It's just how we are. We all learn. Nobody's perfect, so why try to act like we are, you know? I would have to say to definitely just be yourself. Don't be afraid of your mistakes. Don't be afraid of showing any mess ups. And just support others in the space, and you'll get support back. Your community will grow. It's just how it is, and I hope that you really take that to heart, and hopefully that you're genuine and just be you. And I have to thank everyone on LS for the amount of support that I've gotten and the appreciation that they've shown me. And I have to thank Kick, because the Kick team is amazing. They've shown support, and they can see when someone's actually trying, and they're not afraid to show that kind of love. You know, no other platform has done that I've seen recently. Show that kind of love individually to every member of their stream like group that actually tries to do their best and actually puts themselves out there. So thank you to Kick, thank you to LS, thank you to my community for everything they've done, and I hope that we can all grow together, as a stream team, as a community, as an entire streaming service. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope all of your days are better than the last. And, you know, you'll always get a hug from Hugzz any day that you need it. So feel free to ask for one anytime.